Hey, what's up, everyone? It is TechWares. Today is November 21st, 2025. Intel's next gen Nova Lake CPUs. These are the Intel Core Ultra 400 series CPUs for the desktop. I think there's also going to be some for the laptop. Anyways, they're going to feature, or these are just based on like leaks, rumors, whatever. They're going to feature both Xe3 and Xe3P tiles, GPU. So this is from uh Cole Canth's Dream. It's a website that likes to dig deep into open source data and analyze it. So this site provides regular updates on what Intel and other companies are doing with open source kernels and drivers. However, there have been no updates from this site for months. The last one came in June, anyways. Recent Linux graphics patches suggested that Intel's Nova Lake processors would ship with Xe3P graphics a step above Xe3 igpu, confirmed from for Panther Lake and Wildcat Lake. So Xe3P, that is the Celestial, that is C series. That is the product C series based on the Xe3P GPU IP. So it's going to feature both Xe3P and Xe3 kernel and MESA entries MESA entries for Xe3P mention Nova Lake device families, which many read as proof that Intel was moving its client iGPU straight to the same architecture as the Crescent Island data center GPU. New analysis points to a different picture. Compiler changes in Intel's CM compiler map Nova Lake device IDs, NVLU, NVLH, NVLS, NVLHX, and NVLUL to versions GMD 30.4.4 and 30.5.4 and tag them with the release ID Xe3LPG. The GMD stands for Graphics Media Description or Descriptor, basically a device ID. Xe3P support appears in separate patch with GMD 35.11.0, a different hardware generation that lines up with earlier leaks that already describe Nova Lake mobile graphics as using Xe3 graphics rather than Xe3P. So it's really confusing. All right, it's confusing. So for Xe3P, Intel adds new XMX instructions to the DPAS path covering FP8, FP4, and microscaling formats such as MXFP4 and MXFP8. So basically, this whole article from Video Cards is Nova Lake is using both Xe3P and Xe3. They go on to state this confusion has led us to ask our sources about Nova Lake GPU tiles. Apparently, the next-gen CPUs from Intel will use a mix of Xe3 and Xe3P, so both reports were true. The reason why the compiler patches do not suggest Xe3P support is because they are specific for variants of Nova Lake. So Nova Lake series is indeed, it's a split between UHS, HX, and UL variants, and generally, this should be the rule for the GPU support. Most will use the Xe3 GPU, while the Xe3P will go into Nova Lake H with the 12 Xe3P config. So some variants of Nova Lake will use Xe3, some will use Xe3P. Alright, so Nova Lake H is the successor of Panther Lake, the 12 Xe3 version. Nova Lake U, which is the lower power. H is for the gaming laptops with discrete GPUs. HX and S are desktop class, and the desktop class will all use the non Xe3P version, so just Xe3. So information from the compiler suggests that at least some variants of the U series may also use Xe3P. So it's just a big pot of just confusion. I mean, this is Intel. Their products are always gonna be confusing. Their roadmap is just confusing. Everything's confusing. Everything Intel does is confusing. So the article, the person that wrote the article says, obviously, the first question we had in mind was, how will Intel name these integrated graphics? The Xe3 is using B series naming, while Xe3P is already confirmed as C series. If Intel is to keep at least some kind of sense in their naming, then Nova Lake could use a mix of Arc B and C IGPUs. Wow, Intel, man, you guys have to get it straight, man. It's just confusing, and you guys make it even more confusing. It's already confusing. Now you guys are making it more. So, some Nova Lake CPUs, are they gonna show up as Arc B series when people go and check the system configs? And then some are gonna show C series. This is just confusing. Anyways, man, this is it, guys. This is pretty much the latest, I guess you can call it rumors, leaks, whatever, data mined information for Intel Core Ultra 400 series, Xe3 GPU IP, and Xe3P GPU IP. CES 2026 is coming up in January. We're gonna see what. Oh yeah, they're gonna announce Panther Lake. I'm really excited for Panther Lake. I'm really excited for Panther Lake and Wildcat Lake. I think 2026 will begin the new chapter for Intel, and it's gonna be a pretty a bright future. Intel has a bright future, man, with the BLLC tech, with their APO Plus tech. I'm just excited, man. XeSS3, B770. It's all coming in 2026. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Take care, everyone. Peace.